morning, everybody. I'm Assistant Chief John Nanny, and on behalf of Sheriff Ed Gonzalez and the men and women of the Harris County Sheriff's Office, I want to thank Crime Stoppers of Houston for their continued partnership and for standing with us today. We are here this morning to talk about a series of recent shootings involving young people. They are tragic, they are senseless, and they remind us of the real and lasting consequences of gun violence among our youth. Over the past several weeks, our deputies have responded to scenes that no parent or neighbor should ever have to experience. Large gathering of teens, parties shared on social media that quickly spiraled into violence. Moments that were supposed to be filled with fun and friendship ended in chaos and fear. As law enforcement, as parents, and as members of this community, we refuse to accept that this kind of violence is the new normal. Every young person deserves to come home safe. Every parent deserves to know their child will wake up tomorrow, and every victim deserves justice. Our investigators have been working tirelessly to piece together the truth. They are determined to find those responsible and hold them accountable. Let me be clear, we will find you. We will not stop until we do. But we cannot do it alone. Someone out there knows something. Maybe you saw who pulled the trigger. Maybe you know who left the party early. Maybe you've heard someone brag about what happened. Please come forward. Do the right thing. Every time a shooting like this happens, or shootings like this happens, it doesn't just affect the people directly involved. It affects entire schools, neighborhoods, and families. It impacts the safety of every young person in Harris County. And that's why we're here today, to remind our community that we all play a role in preventing this kind of violence. Today, you'll hear from several of our lead detectives. Each of them will share updates on their respective cases, and we're hopeful that today's discussion will generate the information needed to make arrests and clear the cases. At the end of the day, this is about protecting our youth, our neighborhoods, and our future. We can stop this cycle of violence, but it starts with every one of us choosing courage over silence. At this time, I'm going to ask Detective Eddie Hazel to come up and give a brief overview of his case, and then we'll hear on other cases as well.
Good morning, I'm Detective Eddie Hazel with our Sheriff's Office non-fatal shooting team. And on October 26, about 1:10 a.m., the Harris County Sheriff's Office responded to an in-progress shooting in the 9200 block of Cornet Drive. When the officers arrived, they learned that this was a large underage drinking / Halloween party that had obviously gotten out of control. The investigation has revealed that a suspect arrived with a person described as his girlfriend and another male companion. The suspect and his girlfriend entered the party and got into an altercation inside with another group, at which time he pulled a handgun, and while in close proximity within feet of several people, he discharged that firearm 4 or 5 times, striking 3 males. Those males were transported to local hospitals. The suspect is described as a Hispanic male, 16 to 19 years of age, with a white complexion, 5'6", skinny, and was wearing a black skeleton costume for the party. His girlfriend was described as a Hispanic male, 16 to 19 years of age, and she was wearing what was described as sort of a skimpy camo military outfit with a hat. And their male companion who was with them wasn't wearing a costume or outfit, but he did have a green hoodie on, and what makes him unique is you'll see up in the display that he had a large bearded dragon lizard, a live one, on his shoulder, which everyone was speaking about. So they put it out on social media, which is also up there. And so we're asking your help identifying these 3 individuals. Should be a very unique situation with the lizard, so we're hoping that somebody will come forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Detective Hazel. Next up, we have Detective Drake, and his message is going to regarding the November 1st reports of gunfire from a gathering in the 27,000 block of Nelson Street in Spring, Texas. Detective Drake.
Good morning, I'm Detective Drake with Harris County Sheriff's Office Violent Crimes Unit. I'm investigating a shooting in 27499 Nelson Street, Spring, Texas. It was a large juvenile Halloween party, about 300 approximately 300 juveniles was at this party. It's a warehouse-style building. During the party, an altercation occurred between several individuals. After the altercation, gunshots rang out. Multiple shots were fired. I talked to witnesses on scene. There were several individuals carrying firearms, rifle-style weapons, and handguns. None of the individuals have been identified yet. So I just need help. If anybody knows or has any information on who the individuals were that had the firearms, that would be very helpful. There was reports of an individual shot at the location, but that statement was not confirmed. We checked with local hospitals. That individual was never confirmed, or we couldn't find the individual that was shot. Thank you.
Thank you, Detective Drake. Next up, we have Detective Sutton, and he's going to be speaking regarding November the 2nd shooting in the Fall Creek Sports Complex in the 8900 block of Wyatt Road. Detective Sutton.
Hello, I'm Detective Sutton. I'm a part of the non-fatal shooting team. I'm investigating the shooting that happened on November 2nd, where there was a large gathering at the sports complex right there by the golf course. Evidence indicates that 3 people were shot, 2 males, 1 female, all 17 years of age. We have multiple shell casings that was on scene. So from what we know right now is that there seemed to be some type of argument or dispute, and then which led to gunfire. I'm asking the public's help. If anybody knows something, somebody recorded something, please reach out.
Thank you, Detective Sutton. All these detectives here and the staff from the Harris County Sheriff's Office are part of the Violent Offenders Unit, and as you can see, we've become hyper-focused on non-fatal shootings. The difference between a fatal shooting and a non-fatal shooting is it can be inches, even less. It's shot placement, and it's very serious. So we have focused our teammates to treat those with the highest priority and pull out all the stops to investigate them as completely as possible. So next up, we have Sergeant Munoz is going to give some comments in Spanish, and then afterwards, Andy Kahn from Crime Stoppers will close us out, and then we'll have some questions afterwards, okay?
Buenos días, yo soy el sargento Fred Muñoz, con el alguacil del condado de Harris County. Nuestra unidad específicamente se enfoca en incidentes violentos. En esta mañana quiero hablar sobre 3 incidentes que ocurrieron durante la semana de Halloween. Primero de todo, quiero hablar sobre el caso que está documentado bajo el caso 2510-09511, un incidente que ocurrió en octubre 26 de 2025. Aproximadamente a unas 10 de la mañana, nuestros deputizados fueron a la cuadra 9000 de Cornet Drive. Hay aproximadamente 100 individuos que estaban presentes. En este incidente, uno de los sospechosos le disparó a 3 individuos y fueron llevados al hospital. Lo que enfoca en este caso es que este individuo tenía una lagartija en su hombro y estaba vestido de un esqueleto. La novia que estaba presente, bueno, que creemos que fue la novia, tenía un uniforme que era militar. Aproximadamente 16, 19 años de edad, 5 o 6 de estatura, y era medio flaco. El segundo incidente ocurrió en noviembre 1 de 2025, aproximadamente a las 11:30 de la tarde, de la noche, en la cuadra 27,000 de la Nelson Street. Había un grupo de sobre 100 individuos también presente. Un individuo disparó a todos los individuos. En ese momento no tenemos una víctima identificada, pero estamos preguntando a la gente que nos ayude a identificar cualquier víctima o sospechosos en este caso. El último caso ocurrió en noviembre 2 de 2025, en la cuadra 1800 de Wyatt Drive. Igualmente era una fiesta de Halloween. Un individuo que estaba presente le disparó a 3 individuos menores de edad, 17 años, 2 varones y una hembra. Todos fueron llevados al hospital y en ese momento necesitamos la ayuda del público a identificar a esos sospechosos. Muchas gracias.
You know, once again, we're asking for the public's help. You are our eyes and ears out there. And let's be real. As you've heard from all the detectives, somebody out there knows something in each of these cases. Somebody knows who fired the shots. And as Chief Nanny said, 6 people were shot. And that could have been 6 people dead as a result of those shots. It's time for you to step up to the plate and do the right thing. We need answers. Families need answers. Our community needs answers as to who's responsible in each of these 3 cases. And as Chief Nanny reiterated, it's time for the senseless violence amongst our youth, who are both perpetrators and the victims, needs to cease to exist. It's time to end the violence. So please, reach out to Crime Stoppers, 713-222-TIPS. Go online, www.crime-stoppers.org. Submit a tip on our mobile app, available in over 20 languages. We are offering an up to a $5,000 reward on each of these 3 cases. So that's 3 cases, 3 separate rewards of up to $5,000 for any information leading up to the arrest of the suspect and or suspects responsible for this. And remember, all tips are anonymous. No one will ever know who you are. We need your help. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions?
You know, looks like one of these incidents was, or one of the parties was advertised on social media. Any evidence to show that the other 2 parties were advertised in the same way?
I believe they all were advertised. I think all 3 of these shootings were related to some Halloween parties that were pushed out on social media, being advertised heavily.
How often or how intensely is the sheriff's office monitoring pages like that?
We're watching them, especially after weekends like this. I mean, they were on our radar before, and this was an extended because Halloween fell on a Friday this year, and so it kind of pushed it into 2 different weekends, kind of the weekend before and the weekend of. And the thing is, we were able to, once we saw the trend happening, we were able to step up attention to it and focus on those. So we were able to hopefully stop some of them, because we did see a decline after we did put some troops on them. So
So you're saying for some of these parties you send people to monitor the situation?
we do, and some of them are made publicly for pay and everything, and at that point we get the Harris County Fire Marshals involved as well, because they have to be permitted. You can't have parties like that with pay. Some of them were private residents that fire marshals do not have any say-so in, but the ones that we could, we got them involved in and to oversee as well. So.
And after interviewing witnesses, were they gang-related, personal feuds? What did they say?
I don't think we haven't identified any gang-related things right now, but everything's preliminary right now. Everything's still under investigation, so I couldn't really say for sure, but I know that one of them was a feud with some of them, so some of the motives we really don't know right now, but we can't rule out gang violence, but we can't definitively say that it was related to gang violence.
Is there a concern about youth having access to guns and doing these kind of activities, getting involved in shootings, deadly shootings too? What is the concern right now for the agency when it comes about minors getting involved in these kind of crimes?
Well, it's very serious. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of it. We've seen a rise in violent crime among the youth, especially with guns, and that's why we're taking it very seriously. We're trying to put a stop to it the best we can. It's become a priority for us. Even if they shoot and miss somebody, it's still a deadly conduct situation. We treat it as a felony either way. So even if you shoot at somebody and you miss them, that doesn't mean you're in the clear. We're looking for you either way. So, and the increase in violent crime among youth has been on an increase, and it's become more and more violent over the time. It's not just a fight or something now, it's pulling out deadly force situations.
They might think that they won't face the consequences as adults because they're minors. They still 15, 16, sometimes 14 years old, having access to guns and trying to hurt someone. But there's consequences still for them.
Absolutely. If it's a heinous enough crime, the DA's office may try to certify them as an adult and try them as an adult, and they'll be held even more accountable. But yes, they're held accountable just like adults are in a different court system, though.
And parents.
Parents as well. Some of these, we always look at it to see if the parents had any play in allowing access to the guns. Some of them, do. Some of them don't. We've seen accidental shootings as well. And but we always try to track it back to where the guns came from and some of the other things they may have been used in as well.
Last question. Can you just explain the left picture? That's on the.
Whose case is that? That's mine. Oh, you want to come on up here?
So are we referencing the lizard itself?
Yeah, the picture is dead, is it alive?
No, it's deceased. So at the end of the night, I walked out on the street, they were all telling me about the lizard being on this guy's shoulder, but they were describing it as a gecko, but then I saw it in the middle of the street and thought that that'd be a good information put out to the public. And it was dead in the street, the bearded dragon.
Was it trampled?
It looked like it may have been run over. There were a lot of vehicles. There's probably 100 to 150 people that were at the party at the time of the shooting. And so, on the way out, I'm sure it just got trampled or run over.
I'm going to make one last comment on what Chief Nanny said. I'm imploring the parents of everybody, all the parents that were at all three, that knew about all three of these cases. You need to step up to the plate and talk to your kids and ask them to come forward. It's time to be a parent. Thanks.
Are all these parties related to each other? Because you bring them out all at once?
No, they're not. They were just mostly related to Halloween. That's the main nexus that it happened at, which is coincidental. They had Halloween parties that got out of control, and that's the case. No, we haven't identified any connections with one shooting to another. Doesn't mean it couldn't be, but we haven't found that at this time.
Were there adults at the parties at these homes? Were they charged with anything if they were?
That's all under investigation right now. I mean, there were so many people involved. We don't have all the answers. Was there some adults there or? Yeah, there were so many people. We're still identifying people that was there, and we'll be reaching out and speaking to them as well. So.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.